What's up guys, my name is Gabe and welcome back to the Trojan Blade. Welcome back to a brand new video. You guys really seem to like the early morning upload that I did yesterday, so we are rolling with it again today. Thank you guys so much for the support on yesterday's video. Really excited to keep this series going. Not as much news to talk about as there was yesterday, but we still have some really interesting stuff to talk about today. We have the coaches poll, we have a brand new commitment, we have a big NIL update. So a lot of fun. If you are enjoying these videos, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much, and let's get into this. All right, so first up, USC did land a commitment from 2025 four-star tackle Cardi Smith. Now, Cardi's listed at 6'5", 293, the number 26 tackle in the 247 Sports Composite. He had offers from Auburn, Mississippi State, Arkansas, Duke. Very interesting prospect here, obviously from the South. This is a guy that for sure is not going to be ready to play when he steps on campus at USC. He still needs to put some significant size on. But what we have here is a very athletic mauler in the run game. And it's interesting because the way Coach Henson has been recruiting, when you look at the tackles, he wants guys that are pass block first. Now, Cardi is the complete opposite. He is a run blocking expert. That is by far the best part of his game right now. Now, he is athletic enough to play tackle and to be out in space. He has a lot to learn. He's still very raw. You see his tape and he is just overwhelming these kids he's going up against. Very strong, very powerful. Again, just very, very raw when it comes to pass protection. But with offensive linemen, you don't really want them to play early on anyway. So he has plenty of time to refine his craft. Big win anytime you can go into the South and get a four-star lineman. And yeah, overall, this is a very exciting prospect for USC. All right, next up, we have a big update when it comes to USC's NIL. We obviously talked about in yesterday's video how Jeff McKay and J.K. McKay are joining the House of Victory board. But you see here from Luca Evans of the Orange County Register, he says USC Collective House of Victory's budget for 2024-2025 per source is well north of $12 million. More growth could come as both Jeff McKay and J.K. McKay have joined HOV's board, with the goal to tap donor relationships and improve USC's NIL alignment. So hearing a dollar value there is fascinating. Now, $12 million, that puts you right up there with the big boys, not at the same level as an Oregon or a Texas A&M or an Ohio State, but you are right there in that next tier. But by far, my favorite part of this entire tweet is where it says to tap donor relationships and improve USC's NIL alignment. We finally have a plan. We're finally taking steps in the right direction. And it sounds like we're doing it as a collective, as a group. USC's NIL has been so out of whack with different people pulling in different directions. But to finally have an agreement on where we're going and how we're going to get there is fantastic news if you're a Trojan fan. And when it comes to the people making decisions with USC's NIL, no one does a better job than Jeff McKay, so having him at the forefront of this is fantastic news. Super excited to see how this translates if we play good ball on the field this year. This could be what we finally needed to wake USC up and turn us back into that sleeping giant that I all know we can be. So love to hear that, but next piece of news is the coaches poll is finally out. You see it on your screen here. USC comes in ranked number 23, which I think is quite low. Me personally, I would have us in that 13 to 16 range, especially seeing us behind teams like Arizona that lost their head coach and so much productivity on the field, Kansas State that has a brand new quarterback. But hey, at this point, I don't care. Anything our staff can use as motivation for our players, sign me up for it. We are going to have plenty of opportunities to prove that we can rise up in those rankings. Of course, starting week 1 with the number 12 ranked LSU Tigers. Looking at other teams USC plays this year, there's obviously Notre Dame at 7. Penn State comes in at 9. And you have Michigan at number 8, who I think is very, very overrated personally. We obviously will find out pretty soon about that. But yeah, 23, I guess, is a fair starting point. But again, I do think we are underrated there. But again, I do think we are a little low on this list. And final piece of news here, not about USC directly, but about one of our biggest rivals. Sources, Notre Dame offensive tackle Charles Yagusa will be lost for the season following an upper body injury suffered in practice last weekend. So that was their starting left tackle heading into this year, a major blow for the Irish. Never wish injuries on anybody, even our biggest rival, so my heart goes out for him. But still, a pretty newsworthy item for USC fans. We will be seeing them much later in the season, so they will have that spot figured out by then, you would imagine. If there's one thing Notre Dame doesn't have a shortage of, it's good offensive linemen, but still a big blow nonetheless. All right, guys, and that is all the news I have for you. Again, not the newsiest day, but really appreciate you checking out the episode this morning. If you guys did happen to enjoy it, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for all the support. You're all awesome, and as always, take care and fight on.